What's going on, guys? Today we have another Diamond Dynasty video for you. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you want to stay up to date on all my new videos, I post a lot of tips on how to level up, make stubs, and just overall improve your team. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Consider leaving a comment if you have something you want to say. I've really enjoyed it in the last couple videos. You guys have been really interactive in the comment section. Just talking to you guys about MLB and just overall enjoying the game with you guys. I'm having a ton of fun just playing the game and interacting with you guys. I hope you are too. So today, as you can probably tell the title, I'm going to teach you guys how to make a ton of stubs easily and pretty quickly. As you can see, I have a buy order going right there. So yes, today we're going to be working on the marketplace, buying and flipping cards. I think it's something I've talked about in one of my previous videos. And if you're not familiar, basically you can go to the community market tab and you go to MLB cards. You can search all kinds of players, and you can either put in a buy or sell order. I'm going to go to a little bit cheaper cards like the bronzes. So if you see, there's two different prices. There's a buy now and a sell now price. So if you click on that card, you can buy this card right now for $175 that someone's posted. Or if you own this card, you could click this and sell it to someone who wants it for 87 stubs. And to put in an order, you just click, for example, create sell order. And this number that you put in will be a sell order that someone could then buy, if that makes sense. So right now the cheapest one that someone can buy is 175 stubs. So you would, in theory, if you wanted your card to be the first one to sell, you would post yours for like 174. And then you see on the right it says seller will receive 157. They do take a 10% tax. That's also very important when you're looking for cards to flip on the market. You want to keep that tax in mind to keep a clear idea of how much profit you will make per card. So for example, in this card, if I sell it for this price, I would get 157, and if I want to buy it, I need to put in the highest buy order, so then the first person that goes to sell it will sell it to me instead of this other person. So I'll put in a buy order, for example, for this card for 88 stubs. Bam. Now mine's the highest buy order, so if someone goes to quick sell this card, it will go to me first. And then if I get the card, I come in here, create a sell order, and again, you want to undercut the cheapest price if you want yours to sell right away. If not, you can put it for like 177, and it would be the third to sell in this. People can only buy the cheapest buy now order. So I can't go right now and buy the 182. I can only buy this 175 listing right here. So again, keep that in mind. If you want things to sell quickly, always undercut the cheapest one, or if you want to buy a card quickly, put in the highest buy order. You only have to go up by one stub. That's what most people do. But yeah, it works most of the time. So when you're looking for a card to flip, you want to look for a big gap in those two numbers. Again, keeping in mind that 10% tax. For like a bronze card, I'd try to look for at least like over 100 stub profit potential. So let's see if I can find anything really quickly here. Here's one. So it's Dustin Pedroia. The cheapest buy order is 372, and the highest sell order is 212. So I'm going to put in a buy order, 212 stubs. So if someone sells that to me, I can then go in and sell him for, let's say, 370. And you can see I would get, in this case, 333 stubs after it sells. Which, again, if I'm putting in 212, that means I get a profit of 121 stubs. Oh, as you see, I actually just got this card. So I could put in a sell order, 370. So I'll make about 121 stubs on that card if he sells for that price, which he probably will. Now you can see, if you're just putting in a ton of these buy orders, again, just keep looking for guys with huge, or not huge, but at least like over 100 stub gaps is what I'm looking for again. So this one, for example, 203, and after tax, I'd make about 310. It's about 100 wow, actually, see, as you can see, I'm buying these cards very quickly. People are actually selling them to me. So after that, I'll make 307, make a little over 100 subs. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're putting in just a ton of these orders, like at a time, you can put in multiple orders for the same card to buy and flip if you want, or just keep going. I like to go through and have some variety, just because I feel like you get more cards that way. Let's go through, put in a ton of orders, but then again, you're not going to necessarily get them instantly, like in those two examples. So it may take a while, and then you have to look back, go to your completed orders in this tab, and see what you've recently actually got someone to sell you. Then you got to go back through either your binder, or if you're still on your filter, go back and find, let's see, where's that Dustin Pedroia, for example. You can see it's taking me a long time to get back to it. I don't remember what his overall is. Otherwise, you have to go to your inventory and just check if you got the card later. And it can be a hassle to try to figure out where these cards are. Okay, as you can see, Dustin Pedroia I just sold. But see, if I wanted to check later on, if I didn't buy him right away, I didn't know if I'd gotten the card or not, I'd have to go to my binder and then try to find him and see if I had one or not. So you want a quicker way to see which cards that you've bought and list them as quickly as possible, get those out of your inventory, and get your stub profits. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I will say that to do this, you're going to need some kind of internet browser, either a phone or a laptop or an iPad or some other kind of tablet. And I'm actually going to go back and put in a few more buy orders on the market. As you see, I got another one completed right there. I'm going to try to put in a few more buy orders. Another thing is you can filter. So for example, I'm going to just look at bronze cards, because that's what I'm trying to flip right now. Again, your profits are going to be kind of small, but you can put in way more orders with less stubs. Just for video's sake, I'll just put in a few orders. Maybe it won't be the most profitable, but just try to get a bunch for you guys and show you how quickly this can actually work for you. I have to go back to Pedroia, for example, here. So I'm going to put in a few more orders, and I'm going to come back on the web browser and show you guys how to check what cards you've gotten and list them as quickly as possible. So I'll catch you guys back in a second. Okay, so now we're back on the web browser here, and like I said, you'll need like some kind of computer, iPad, wherever the case may be. In this case, I'm using my iPad. You want to go to the Show Nation. So I just googled the Show Nation Community Market. As you see here, Google search MLB The Show 20 Community Market. Click on that. Okay, and now we are on the Show Market, or the Show Nation Community Marketplace. You will have to log in just with your PlayStation ID. Log in your PSN or your PSN account, basically, not like an MLB specific login, just your PlayStation login that you log in on your PS4 with. As you see, we're already logged in here, and it takes you straight to the auction house listings. On the left here, you see listings, open orders, completed orders, and so on, and you got a bunch of filters here as well. So what we're interested in right now is the completed orders tab. So we'll click on that, and as you can see right here, I have a bunch of my most recent completed orders. You can see some of those cards that I bought during the video, earlier in the video, like the Dustin Pedroia, the Nunez, the Guzman, and so on, a bunch of other cards I've bought. So where this comes into play is, like I said, you can put in the orders on your PlayStation really quickly. While you're putting in orders, you just be refreshing. If you just either click on completed orders again, or you just hit the refresh button on your browser, you refresh this page over and over, and it will update as you get new orders completed. So then from here, what you want to do is just click on. So I'll click on this Nick Gordon, for example, that I bought earlier, and pulls the card up. And so what you want to look at is right here on the left. You see this buy now is at $210. So that's the current cheapest buy now price. And then over here you can see I actually have a card. I've actually already listed this card from earlier. My price is actually $220, so I'm going to cancel that. Okay, so we canceled the order. So now I have this card. Let me just refresh. So ignore that part right there. I had accidentally listed that card earlier without realizing it. But yeah, so you can see on the right it says I have sellable. I have one sellable version of this card, and the cheapest buy now is $210. You can scroll down here and see all the other prices for the buy and sells. But I'm just gonna go over here, list them at $208, hit enter, and it will list the card. It takes a few seconds. And there you go. Sell orders automatically created. And now if I want to, I can just hit community market and go back to my completed orders. Something else you can do is you can just copy the URL right there and then paste it. And so then every time you complete an order, you just go right back here. So let's click on one of these other cards. This David, Boaty is his name, Boat. Go down to him, list it for 170, hit enter. You don't have to wait for that to finish. You just control place. You see on the top right says it was completed successfully. And we're back here, click on Nunez. Again, take a second, this is still way faster than going through your binder. Oh, looks like I already have this card listed. That's no problem, let's go right back. Click on Pedroia, since it looks like I have a few of him. And yes, so we'll put him up for 322. And he's listed. Again, you don't have to wait, you just go right back, copy and paste. And yeah, you can see on the top right, order created. So you don't have to sit around and just wait for these orders to go through. Click on Ronald here. And again, while you're doing this, you can be on your controller as well, going and putting in buy orders, and then just constantly refreshing this community market completed orders page, and then listing the cards as you're buying more. And just over and over, you're constantly buying and selling cards, like an endless cycle. And eventually your subs are going to just increase over and over. Again, if you're making about 100 to 200 subs a card, that's 1,000 subs at least for just flipping 10 cards. And you can do 10 cards in just like a couple of minutes. So you can make a couple thousand subs every just couple of minutes if you're doing this method efficiently and quickly. So again, just like this Dustin Pedroia. Looks like you got undercut, but yeah, you get the idea. Just buy cards on your controller, on your console. Have a web browser open right next to you on an iPad or computer or your phone, even whatever it is. Just keep refreshing that completed orders tab. Clicking on the cards directly, you can see again which ones were bought. So just look for ones that say bought recently. Click on those and then just list them. As you can see, Nunez just sold for $341. We can see down here, I paid $203 for him. So I made about 138 stubs on that card. Again, do that over and over. You can make thousands of stubs with very little investment. You're not having to spend $50,000 on a diamond card that may drop dramatically in value over the next few minutes. So it's pretty safe. You probably won't ever lose much on a card as long as you just turn around and sell it quickly. I do recommend just checking your open orders every so often, see if you got any that have kind of lasted a little while. So like this Sean Murphy, for example. Put in a buy order for 136. Looks like the cheapest sell now is 150. So these I may not get these buy orders that I have over here. So if you want to just hit cancel, click cancel. Just being a little slow here. Let's refresh the page. So just hit cancel, and then they'll ask you sure, hit OK, and you can cancel orders that way. It doesn't look like these are going to sell to me for 136 anytime soon, probably. So let's go ahead and cancel these. But yeah, so you can cancel orders, you can create new orders. But yeah, for the fastest method, again, just create the orders on your console, sell them on a web browser, and just keep repeating that cycle over and over, and you'll make thousands of stubs. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like on the video, subscribe if you're not, and leave a comment below for what you think about this method. If you guys have any other ways you're making stubs, or just anything else in general you want to talk about in the show, I love, again, interacting with you guys. So thank you, stay safe, and hope you guys have a great day.